Hey folks, Phil from Harris Automotive, Philadelphia, PA. Your Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Volvo specialist. Today we're going to do a video on how to replace the inner CV boot on a 2007 Mercedes-Benz S550. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about doing CV boots, but I have not found one that has the procedure on doing the inner CV boot when the bearing support is affixed to the axle, the drive shaft axle, with a C-clip. So we're going to show you exactly how to do this. Let me show you tools. Very simple. You might need a pair of cutters. I like to use a whiz wheel to cut the metal clamp off, a hammer, a socket that we use to put over the bearing support. I'll show you that in a second. And a pair of C-clip pliers. So the first thing you want to do is that when you come over here, once this boot is already torn, this thing can already move. This is normal operation. It floats anyway. So basically all you do at this point, you just pull the inner joint off. That's that. At this point, always take notice of your bearings. You have 3 bearings here. All right, they slide right off. But look, one has a flat side, one has a cone side. Remember, the cone side always goes towards the inside of your joint. The cone side rides in here on the inside. So just make sure your cone side is facing upwards. So at this point, we're just gonna take our bearings off. We'll put them over here. Next thing you need to do, see this little clip here? We cleaned this off already. A lot of times there's so much grease and everything on there, you cannot see this circlip. Get it cleaned off, you'll see the 2 holes. Get your pliers, one hole, the other hole. We're getting there, be patient. Right, Ken, be patient, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it can be a little tricky. I'm gonna get it on this 3rd one. I'm gonna get it on this 4th one. There we go. Take your clip, put it there. Now this right here is pressed on pretty tight on the shaft. We're gonna have to bang it back on with a hammer. So put your axle in the vise and make sure that you tight. I like to use an air hammer with a flat pom-pom bit. Get up under the bottom of the air hammer. Get up under the bottom of your bearing support and give it just a quick hit. You ready? There she go.
I'm ready for that.
All right. Now again, it'll fly off. Sometime you can catch it. Same thing with this. Let me show you something. Same thing with this. Can you see that, Leon? How that's cone right there? And how that's flat. The cone side always goes towards the outer CV joint. It goes on like that. So just make sure you have proper placement on it. I'm gonna put this here. Now next, we're kind of straightforward. We're gonna do this in real time. We're almost done. Almost done. Save money instead of buying an axle for $90 or $100 or maybe more because your boots are torn. These kits, let me show you the kit we got. OEM kit, made by Bilstein Phoebe. 100-1902. This is for Mercedes-Benz 2007 S-Class 550 4MATIC. Let me show you what it comes with real fast. Grease, clamp for the boot, the inner clamp, and a new bolt. So all I can do at this point, come on over here. I'm just going to cut. These are pretty hard metal. I'm just going to cut this. See that? That's just for ease for me. Take this clamp out the way. Now this boot is going to come off. That boot is off. All right. Here we go, the reverse order. Real simple. Let me get over here. And a clamp on the shaft. Boot Got that? Boots on a shaft, go straight down. Next thing you need to do, again, is get your bearing support. Same deal, it's coned, we're going down. What you do, start a little tap. You'll see it start going down. Once it gets flush, you have to go farther down. This is where our special tool comes in there. Look at that special tool. Very special tool. Coming over this way. I always get a socket that we use for this job. See how old it is, how long I've been using it. Now what you want to do, you want to drive this down until it stops at the stop. It's going to go flush. You hear that? We know we flush. See that? We're flush. And now we have our opening for the lip, for the clip. Got that? Okay, very nice. Very nice demonstration.
You like that?
I like that. All right, we're gonna put our clip back on, which I don't even really know if you even need this because it's such a hard press, but just, oops, obviously you put it back on. There we go, we in. And what that does, that stops this inner joint, this inner bearing support from sliding off the axle just in case it moves. Here go your next one. I like to put just a little grease on the inside of the bearings to hold them in place. Remember, flat side, go towards the support bearing. Flat side. That way they don't fall off. Flat side. Now I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this is not going to go on. So now we're holding in place. Keep some rags. We're going to come back here again. Remember this inner joint? We still got that clamp, so we're going to cut it off. You should always wear safety goggles. I'm not for this, but you should always wear them. That clamp is gone. Even if, you see this right here? I went just a little bit too far, just a little scuff. That's fine, that doesn't mean anything. I ain't saying cut all the way through it, but you may just hit the outside, but that's fine. Next thing you do is that you fill the inner joint with grease. Empty the whole tube. Like I showed you earlier in the video, this actually floats. So we get our joint, look, it's 3 indentations, guides, where these bearings go. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, but you get it in, you get it centered, just take your time. Once all of them is in like that, a slight tap. Turn around so I can show them this. Try not to hit it like this, you may damage this. I like to just go with the flat end of the hammer. With the flat end of the hammer. And you on. All right? See that? And now, actually, we're almost done with the job. We got a special tool that we use to clamp the CV boot with. So we're gonna take our boot. Our boot goes right here. Actually, my bad. This is actually still the rubber. Cut that out the way. Our boot goes up and on. You see it stop right here. Perfect. We get our outer clamp, the large one. We go over. It goes right in the groove. We get our special tools. Again, you can buy these anywhere. They're outer clamps, tools. As you can see, it has a flat part here. So as we squeeze, see, watch what happens to this flat part. As we squeeze, Pushes down. And that clamp is tight. Now come over here, Leon. Now this one here, remember, this floats. This floats. Bring this up. You're gonna have a groove where this sit at. Right here. Just push it down. The boot. To that groove. Got an inside clamp. Come on, bitch. Push it back down. Final touches. How many minutes are we on this video?
10.
10 minutes. This was in real time. 10-minute CV boot. So either you can work 10 minutes, put the boot on, or you can spend a couple $100 and buy a whole shaft. This boot was like $20 if I'm not mistaken. Just take your time, buy the boot. Very simple repair. Thanks again for watching.